Hello, welcome to Just Vintage Crochet. Let's just dive into a mystery pattern as I'm still working on some tutorials in the background and I'm kind of being slow at them, not on purpose, but you guys know how it goes. You sometimes lose your crojo a little bit and you're like, I just don't feel like crocheting anything today. And then the next day, or today, and then the next day, or today. Today I do. So I want to make a mystery pattern with you guys. Now, if we wind up plucking up another one of these 1991 patterns, I think I'm going to bypass it this time because I'm in the mood to make something I haven't made yet. I mean, I know what this is going to be. I just don't know what it's going to look like. So I want an actual mystery today. All right, here we go. And if you are new to the channel, I have a stack of patterns here that were put together for me. I did not pick any of these. The titles have been blacked out. Anything that can give away what they are has been blacked out. We do have photos and titles that go with the patterns. I just don't have them with me. My son has them. Okay. So pretty much we have no context, just the instructions. And these are all vintage, number 16. These are all vintage. This time around, these come from the 80s and 90s. We already, out of this stack, we already worked whatever was from the 70s. Now, I do have an entire playlist. I'll leave it in the description box of mystery patterns. And these mystery patterns go clear back to the early Victorian era, well into the Edwardian era and beyond into the 1950s and 60s. All right, let's look for number 16, which is right here. And it's already something different. 1985. Okay. Let me put my stack up. Just a moment. All right. This thing here is going to be, we need to make 6 of something with green. This is going to be 5 inches in diameter and 3.5 inches high, 5.5 inches. Okay, we need 6 ounces of worsted weight yarn. So that's also known as Aran weight. Let's see here. Flower and leaves. Uh-oh, something wasn't blacked out. I suppose we don't know what it is though, but we know that at this point that it does have flowers and leaves, small amounts of scrap yarn, green, and color for flower. So I guess any color I wish. Now, does that need to be? I guess it's all going to be in worsted weight. Size F and H crochet hooks. And I'm not going to worry about a gauge. If this were something I was serious about making, as you saw in the beginning, these are just for funsies. I would worry about the gauge, but we just want to see what it is, what it's supposed to look like. Okay, using F hook, work several yards of chain. Do not break yarn. How many yards? What do you say several for? Oh no, several. All right. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. So, just regular old green. I went with this like buff or Aran color. It's a little easier to see on camera than stark white, as stark white can get a little washed out. And then I went with this semi ball of pink that I have. It's sort of a dusty rose or a vintage rose or antique rose or however those kind of colors are described. So it says several yards. Not helpful, but okay, I guess. So let me get an F hook. I didn't even get any hooks. So we need an F, which is 3.75 millimeter, and an H, right? That's going to be a 5 millimeter, and that one I do already have out. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bump you. Okay, so with the smallest hook, hopefully that won't cause any problems. Work several yards of chain. Do not break yarn, as you will continue to work chain as needed for making blank. With H hook, begin working blank from beginning of chain. Begin working blank from beginning of chain. Work additional chain, always using smaller hook as needed. What? I think something like this probably has to have a picture. then round 1. All right. Do I do all of this first, or is this just letting me know what I need to do during round 1? Chain 4, slip stitch to form a ring, chain 1, 6 single crochet in ring, join with a slip stitch in the first. And it's just a lot of working in the rounds, working single crochets in the rounds, increasing them up to a total of 36 in the round. Work same as for blank. Ooh, this is going to be one of those patterns that requires the context, I think. Work same as blank for 11 rounds. Okay, so probably this is blank. Begin working chain. No, I don't know. I don't know. What do I do? Stretch blank rim with fingers to fit top of blank. Oh, I am intrigued, but I honestly don't know that I can make this without context. So blank using F hook, chain 4. Let's see here. I'm going to guess that means like leaves or flowers. Leaves probably, because we know that there's going to be flowers and leaves, and it says with green. So this is probably the word leaves. With thread to match. Wait, thread? Oh, probably sew it on, attach. I think this pattern requires context. I mean, the instructions on this one is just way too vague without context. Work several yards of chain, and if I had a photo, I would know, I would have a better idea of how many yards that needs to be based on what the item is. But I do know that the item isn't very big, 5.5 by 3 inches. The instructions for me get really lost in translation without context here. With H hook, begin working blank from beginning of chain. Work additional chain, always using, why work additional chain? There's no, there we go. I'll hold it up so you can see what I'm seeing. Work additional chain. This needs context. This seems very complicated. I'm going to go ahead and grab another pattern. I might save this one till last, and it might be the kind of situation where we just say, to heck with it. Give me the picture. I need some context. But for now, this is not the level of complication I was looking for. I'll be right back. All right, let's just pick another pattern. Oh, I guess I need my stack of patterns, and I just dropped 3 of them. Again, sorry, I'm going to avoid another one of those 1991 patterns. Okay, let's just try this again. Oh, all right, we'll go with that one. The jumper. Number 15. And, oh, it's a 91. Okay. And there you go. Try again. This, if you're new to my channel, this is not at all how we normally operate around here, like at all. I really do hope you check out some of my other videos so you can see how things typically go. Number 6. This is kind of a little bit chaotic, but that's okay. Okay. Number 10, 19, 5. And it's another 91. Oh, okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know why I said I'll be right back, because I want to pick this on camera with you. So we have 6 and 15 that are going to be out of the game today. They're getting benched. And I think number 19, I think I already saw it before, and that it is, in fact, another one of these 1991. See, that's the thing with putting a whole book. I did, if you're new to the channel, I did let my son know in the future, unless that book has like 4 or 5 patterns max, don't put a whole book in here, because it does this. It's another one. All right. Because it just, it consumes the pile. And 5. Okay, here we go. Let's see. That's 23. Okay. And it's another one. Man, you see, that's how many videos in a row would have just been a pattern from the exact same book. In fact, I may have him make me another fresh stack and just blend the rest of these 91s in with some fresh patterns to really create a much more diverse variety. Another 91. Man, we've already worked like 4 or 5 of these, and here is 5 of them right there. I only have a few tickets left. This literally never happens in our videos. Please check out some of my other videos. You'll see. Okay, 12 is something different. 12 is different. We are 1989, and I'll take it. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back in. I think before I make another video, I am going to have him go through my books and throw us another handful of fresh patterns in here to mix with the books, to thin this book, I mean. Just to thin these out a little bit, or diversify. Because this is a lot. That was a lot. All right, I need you though. I do need you. Okay, what a mess, what a mess. Let me get organized. And as far as number 16 goes, I'm going to keep the number out. I think I put the number back in the bowl, but I'm going to keep the number out, but put this back in the pile. And I think we might do this one last because that's a lot. I got to think about that. All right, what do we need here? Size 20 crochet cotton, 150 yards. Number 10 steel hook or hook needed to obtain gauge. One size fits all. Gauge is 7 single crochet and 6 chain spaces. Equals 2 inches. All right, I'm not going to worry about gauge too much. I think if I just grab the right material and the right hook, it'll be close enough. So here we go. Make 2, chain 90. Okay, let me get some thread and a tiny little needle or hook. Needle, actually technically needle, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I Googled it, and a number 10 steel crochet hook is a 7.75 millimeter. I'm going to try to use that. Seems way too small for a size 20 thread. That is way too small. Well, that can't be right. Don't trust Google. That can't be right. Hang on a minute. Okay, here I have my Susan Bates vintage hooks. Here is a number 10 vintage, which is likely the size hook that they want us to use. Look at the difference. Don't trust Google. Yeah, that's crazy. I still want to try to use one of my more modern hooks for the sake of the handle, so I'm going to try to find a size that's similar. That looks similar. That is a 1.25 millimeter. What do we think? That feels spot on, to be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah, that feels exact. So I'm going to say if you want to follow along and all you have are the modern steel hooks, like this is the Clover brand, number 4, 1.25 millimeter will work. They feel exactly the same. Okay. Yeah, Google was a big fat liar there. Okay. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to use this red or if that would be irritating on camera. I might just go with white, and if I hate it, then when I'm off camera, I'll start it all over again with the red or the claret or whatever that color is called. Oh, Merlin hairs. Love my little dog, though. I don't care. Okay. So it wants us to chain 90, so I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. And we'll see how well this size hook works out. And I think what I'll do on camera, let's just see if there is any kind of a difference. Let's just play. I mean, this video is all over the place anyways. So 1, 2, let's see what the difference between the 10 and the modern number 4 is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then the vintage number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I would say not much difference. You can see where I switched hooks right here. This fat stitch is where I switched hooks. I would say the number 10 is making them a little tighter. That, or I just didn't have the right tension. Let's see here. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There we go. I think there's no difference. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I would say there's no difference other than right here where I switched hooks. Right there, that fat chain. Yeah, I would say there's no difference. So I can confidently say 1.25 millimeter if all you have are the modern size hooks. Okay, I'll be back whenever I have 90 chains done. Okay, there's my 90 chains. And oh, and also in case anyone's curious, because I know a lot of people do like to follow along with these, I'm using DMC, the color Blanc, which isn't quite white. It's a bit of a subtle off-white. And this is size 20 thread. Okay. So now it says here, chain 90, slip stitch in first chain to form a ring. Well, I should have read on, so I could have already had that part done. And yes, I know about the chain 5, take your hook out, put your hook into the first chain you made, and that keeps it straight. I didn't read on, so I didn't do that. I should have read on. Okay, I think we are completely untwisted. All right. Okay. All right, then it says, excuse me, chain 5, skip next 4 chains, single crochet in next chain. Chain 5, skip next 4 chains around, join with a single crochet in first chain space, 18 chain spaces. Okay, chain 5. I do typically like to work with a stacked single, but I'll do the chain 5 this time because it's such fine thread. It's probably just going to be easier that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nor do I think a stacked single would make that much of a difference. Okay, and then it says to skip 4. So where the knot is the one I'm already joined into. So I need to skip the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and work a single crochet. No, skip 4 and work a single crochet in the 5th, right? Is that the way it is meant to be? Chain 5, skip 4, single crochet in next. So yes. So then chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and single crochet in the 5th. Okay, so I'm going to do this all around. I'll be right back. Okay, I just have one more like chain to make. Is that the top or the bottom? That's the top, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it said to single crochet into the first chain space. Yes, join with a single crochet in first chain space. Okay, and now it says rounds 2 through 6, single crochet in next chain space, chain 5. Seems like you want to chain 5 first. Maybe not. Maybe this is intentional. So I'm just going to go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I don't think that's intentional. Oh. I hear you all screaming right now. It just like that. It got my attention. Oh no, it doesn't. It says for round 7, chain 5. No, this literally says single crochet in next chain space, then chain 5. Okay, I did read it right. I'm gonna break the rules here and chain 5, then single crochet into the next chain space. And I don't think I need to mark where my first loop is just yet because I have my starting knot right here, so I know this is my first loop. But you know what? I know me, and my eyes will lose it anyway. I'll lose it anyway. I will go ahead and mark my first loop. Oh, these safety pin ones, they bite sometimes. There we go. Get that out of your way. Okay, pretty simple. So this is going to be round 2. I need, okay. Oh, it's already on round 2. Look at that. From whatever I was working on before. Oh, hi, you can see me, can't you? Hello. Okay, so I'll be back whenever this says round 6. And I'll be at the end of round 6. But just one more time. That's going to be chain 5. That's 4 and 5. And then a single crochet in the next chain space over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet into the next chain space over. Oops, lost that one. Maybe if I yarn under with these. Yeah, I think I might do yarn under. Seems like it'll be a little easier. So I'm going to start this again from the very first one and just do some yarn unders. Thread can be a bit fiddly for me sometimes, but yarn under, it's my go-to. That's 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. Because like, since I'm 9 years old, I've been yarning under. I didn't even know that there was a difference until I started making YouTube videos, and in the comments people would point it out and ask why I do yarn under, and I didn't really have a good enough answer other than it's just the way I always crocheted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I intentionally started yarning over instead of under, especially since so many patterns call for it. And but this is my default. Yarn under is my default. My hook slips less because it's my default. This is my memory foam, you know. 3, 4, 5. My hook slips less because it's just what my sense memory wants. It's like trying to brush your teeth with the wrong hand. You know, it's gonna be weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So whenever I yarn under, it just feels right. I don't slip my stitches. Okay, I'll be back whenever I'm at the end of round 6. I don't want to crochet in a little black fuzz ball. Okay, I'll be right back. And just to point out, it does say join as before. So join with a single crochet into the first chain space if you're following along. Okay, so I got my 6 rounds done. I read round 7 and it's the same. Chain 5, single crochet in first chain space, chain 5, single in next space, chain 5 around until you have 19 spaces. So just going to work one more round exactly the same way that I've been working them. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm ready for round 8, and it looks like we're going to work an increase here. We're going to increase to 20 chain spaces. So chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, all into the next chain space. Then chain 5, and then work as usual and join as usual. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here's where I'm going to go ahead and mark my first stitch. And into the chain space, I'm going to work single crochet, chain 5, and single crochet. That's an increase. And then just carry on as usual. 5. And then the next round, I already looked at it. The next round is going to start like normal, but then end with an increase. So for round 8, we're starting with an increase. And then for round 9, we start with no increase, but instead we end with an increase. So I'll be back for the end of round 9. I'm going to go ahead and work this and then almost all of round 9. Okay, so just real quick, I'm still on round 8. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to end it and then how I'm going to start round 9. So that's my last stitch for round 8. And then for round 9, I'm just going to go right into this chain space here and work it like usual. And that's it. Then on to the next chain space. And there we go. That's the increase there. So now I'm on round 9. I'll be back when I get to the end. Okay, so one stitch left, the one that goes into my joining loop, and this is where I'm going to work my increase. So that is single crochet, chain 5, and single crochet. Then I will move my stitch marker up on the next round. Round 10 is where I'm at. Single crochet in the next chain space, chain 5. Seems like it, again, it's not asking me to chain 5 first, and I feel like, am I making a mistake by not? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to do it right this time. Not that I did it wrong last time, maybe. I don't know. Chain 5. Yeah, where do I put my stitch marker, you know? I don't know. Guess my stitch marker, maybe I put it in the last stitch, in the increase. I don't know. Okay. Around and then join. So continue doing this. Yeah, chain 5. That's so strange though. Why do this? You know, I didn't do it down here. Should I have? I don't know, probably. I guess we'll figure out. My mistakes will be lessons learned, right? Okay. Because it seems like it just decreases. And we're not decreasing, we're increasing. You know? I don't know. I counted my loops, and if I don't chain 5 first, I only have 20 loops instead of 21. So I went back and made a loop because I'm supposed to have 21. So yeah, I undid the work a single crochet without chaining first. I went back and fixed it. So I'm just going to keep it that way because my stitch count is right if I chain 5, which means I must have gotten it right down here at the beginning as well because my stitch count, my chain count, my loop count has been correct. All right. Put that right there for now. Yeah, now it's going to want us to have 22. Yeah. At least at the end of round 11. I'm still on round 10. 19 times. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm ready for round 11. So it says here, chain 5 and single crochet in the next chain space 19 times. Get that out of your way. Oh, I thought I unhooked it. Okay. So we're just going to work this 19 times. So I need 19 spaces. This marks my first one. So I will be back when I have worked 18 more spaces. Okay, I'm at 19 spaces made, which makes sense because that makes 20 and 21. Okay, and then it says here, chain 5 single crochet in the same space as last single crochet, chain 5. Okay, we'll just do this one little step at a time. So chain 5, single crochet in same space as last single crochet. So that's the same one I'm in now. Okay, and then chain 5, single crochet in last space. Well, no, I have 2 spaces because you told me to work in the 19th space. Chain 5, single crochet in last chain space, join. It says right here, chain 5, single crochet in same chain space as last single crochet. That means the 19th space. That's what makes sense to me. Chain 5, single crochet in last chain space. I have 21 chain spaces as I'm supposed to have. So once again, just gonna have to take some liberties here. There we go. 20 spaces. Maybe this meant 20 more times. When it said 19 times, maybe this is your chain, this is your first space instructions, and then 19 more times, making it 20. So I will drop the cynical tone and just blame it on myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now back into the 20th chain space. 1. Oh, that's an ugly, ugly fat single crochet. Didn't like that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the last chain space and then join. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it says I should have 22, and I already know that I do because I had 21. I already know I have 22 now. There we go. Widen that one out and make it match its brothers and sisters. Hey, it matches now. Okay. Rounds 12, 13, 14, and 15. So the next 4 rounds, single crochet in the next chain space. Okay, so no more increasing. We're just going to work our neighbors. We're just going to work our normal chain spaces. We're just going to make our normal chain spaces. No more increasing for now. For the next 4 rounds anyway. Okay, that is the first one. I will be back when I get to the end of round 15. Okay, so that's 15 rounds done. So for round 16, it says here to chain 5, single crochet in the next space. And it says to do that 16 times. So I'm going to do it 17 times. And then it says here for blank, chain 8, skip next 4 chain spaces, single crochet in next chain space, chain 5, and join 18 chain spaces. Okay, so I'm going to work a total of 17 because I feel like that's what I'm supposed to make. 4, 5. All right, that is 1. I will do that 16 more times. I will be right back. So that is 17 spaces made, and I went ahead and chained 8. Right. Chain 8, skip the next 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it says to single crochet into the next. Okay. And then chain 5 and join. So yeah, I was supposed to work 17 because this is adding up. It's the loop counts are working out still. 3, 4, and 5, and then join. Okay, now it says for rounds 17 through 19, so I'm going to start 17, just work our regular loops. Just make our regular mesh. No increases or anything special. Okay, so that is going to be 17, 18, 19. So for the next 3 rounds. So I will do that off camera. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put this back on. All right, I will see you all when I get to the end of round 19. And as far as this goes, I guess I just work a stitch right here. Yeah, it's not giving me any special instructions for the chain 8. If round 20 goes on to edging. What is this? Okay, well, the only thing I can think of to do then is to just work a single, like work my stitch here, and then work a single crochet and work a stitch here, and then again here. That's the only thing I can think of to do. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm ready for round 20. So it says here for edging, slip stitch, chain 4. For picot, chain 3, slip stitch in 3rd chain from the hook. I'm gonna slip stitch into the top of the stitch if there is one. Not yet. Okay, anyway. Then it says to work a treble in 1st chain space. Okay. I'm already single crocheted into the 1st. Oh, no, wait. Slip stitch. So we're going to close off this stitch here then, if I do that. I guess... Do we work any chain 5s? Okay. All right. Slip stitch, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then for the picot, chain 3, slip stitch. Okay, so I'm going to go into the chain. Typically I like to go into the top of the stitch, but I'm just working with chains now. 2, 3, and then go back into the first of the 3 chains. All right. Then work a treble. Okay. Picot, treble, in same chain space as last 5 times. I'm going to assume that's 5 times more for a total of 6. So that was one more time picot and then treble 5 times. Now I am going to work into the top of the stitch. So I do that, like here is the top of the stitch right here. You see the V. I'm just going to go right down the center of the top of the stitch and then across the 2 side loops of the stitch, the little side bars there. And I just think it makes for a cleaner picot. It's just the way I do my picots. Okay, so that was 1. 2. Instead of counting, I'm just going to stop whenever I see 6 of them. Oh, wait, was I supposed to? Did I already? I'm confusing myself. I think I did. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then it says here, skip the next chain space for scallop, treble in next chain space, picot, treble in same chain space 6 times. So we are supposed to be doing this 6 times. Okay, so skipping the next chain space and then the next one over, work a treble and a picot. Six times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I guess this is going to be my repeat all around. Yeah, repeat around join with a slip stitch in top of chain 4. First chain 4 counts as first treble. All right, so I'm going to work this all around and I will be right back. Okay, so that is how that's looking all around now. So let's move on to round 21. Let me get my little counter here. 21. All right. And it says chain 1. I'll hold it up so you can read it, and then I'll set it back down so I can read it without having to hold it. Okay. Chain 1, single crochet in first stitch. Chain 1, single crochet in first stitch. Then it says picot 5 times. All right, I think the same stitch I'm in is the first stitch. I'm going to assume that anyway. Then it says picot 5 times. So 1 picot over the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it says to skip the next 2 stitches. So if I were to actually single crochet here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip the next, I think I'm correct. All right, excuse me. Okay, maybe single crochet in first stitch. I wish it would say in first picot. That's what I wish it would say, but okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I undid my single crochet just because maybe I was supposed to. This is not easy. It's not easy to get into those picots, or at least the first one. Is this what they mean? Now, how do I just jump over? I don't think this is correct. I don't think this is correct. No. I don't think this is correct. See, now is when an image would really come in handy. I'm going to look at the pattern a little more. I'll be right back. I have to play with this and figure it out. Well, maybe I am supposed to work my first single crochet into the top of my joining stitch. Picot 5 times. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. I mean, 2, 3, 4. Right here in the first stitch. Oh. Chain 4 for picot. Oh no. Slip stitch, chain 4 for picot, chain 3, slip stitch in the turn. I wonder if I'm supposed to be working all of this for picot. Do I need to do these? I don't know. I need a tutorial. I do. Okay. I'm just going to jump over and slip stitch over 2, 3. I have no choice but to work it back into the third chain. And then slip stitch over again, maybe? No, that looks terrible. Looks terrible. I don't know what to do. The instructions, for me anyways, maybe many of you are watching this and going, it's perfectly clear to me. Well, it's not perfectly clear to me. Not everybody's brain don't work the same. Now, that isn't an open invitation for insults, like, yeah, clearly yours isn't working at all. No, just everybody's brain processes information a little bit differently. Chain 1, single crochet in first stitch, picot 5 times. Not in picot into the same stitch 5 times? That doesn't make sense. Am I supposed to be, for edging, chain 3, slip stitch in third chain from the hook, treble. Am I supposed to be working these trebles again? Maybe? Maybe they assume I'm going to do this down here. I'm lost. Well, I can't just sit here like a lump. I'm just going to go for it, and if it's wrong, right? Okay, I'm going to single crochet into the top of this first stitch here, and then I'm going to leave it at that. And then in the next stitch over, I'm just going to start working these picots in. And I'm going to do them with single crochets, so I got something to anchor it down into. Just kind of got to go for it. Next stitch over, work a, there we go. Work a single crochet, 1, 2, 3. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? I don't get a birthday this year if I'm wrong. I get sent to my room without dinner tonight. None of those things are going to happen. So it's okay to be wrong. Well, while I'm doing this, I looked up some 1989 fun facts. Fact number 1, I was 9 years old in 1989. I went from 8 to 9. I started the year off 8, ended the year 9 years old. That's first fun fact that you could Google it and find it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then I have to work the next 2 stitches, just single crochet, it said. So here we go. Here are some 1989 fun facts. All right. First of all, it was an election year. Second, Golden Girls was airing its 5th season in 1989. Apple was debuting the Macintosh Portable, not yet called a laptop, but it was a laptop. Get that in there. The number 1 selling car in the U.S. was the Ford Escort. It was the best-selling car. As far as music goes, these are the top 5 songs in the U.S. in 1989. We'll start with number 5, which was Janet Jackson's Miss You Much. And then number 4 was Poison's Every Rose Has a Thorn. I actually love that song. No, I got that wrong. Number 4 was Paula Abdul's Straight Up. Number 3 is Poison, Every Rose Has a Thorn. Number 2 is Bobby Brown's It's My Prerogative. In other words, My Prerogative. And number 1 is Chicago's Look Away. Madonna was debuting Like a Prayer in 1989, so it hadn't yet made the charts. So the number 1 show in America in 1989 was The Cosby Show. And season 1 of The Simpsons was debuting in 1989. I feel like Casey Kasem right now. So as far as sticking with entertainment, movies. So these are all the blockbusters. I'm not going to say which one was number 1 or number 4 or number 5. These are all considered blockbusters, and blockbusters are all number 1s at one point. So all the blockbusters in 1989 is Batman, Indiana Jones, Lethal Weapon, Look Who's Talking, rented that one from Blockbuster, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, and Driving Miss Daisy. I love that movie. I own it. Some other fun facts. We're almost done with the fun facts here. Just 2 more left. Minimum wage in 1989 was $3.35 an hour. What? And the median home value, which is usually based on the middle class, was $59,000. So those who fall below the middle class were probably buying houses somewhere in the upper 30s to upper 40s range. Isn't that wild? I feel like I'm missing. Oh, I was supposed to skip 5, wasn't I? How do I skip 5 stitches? So there are your 1989 fun facts. That little fuzzball. It did say skip 5, right? Skip the next 5? So there's my 2 single crochet. I don't think I'm doing this right. I genuinely have. Skip the next 5. Okay, so I'll just skip. And come over here and start working picots again. I mean, get real. That's not real. That's not a thing. Okay, guys, I'm about to toss in the towel and get the picture. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'll be back. I can't anymore. The instructions elude me. Whenever I got off camera earlier, I looked. These instructions are the same as these instructions, and all 3 of these instructions are the same as these instructions. So if I'm stuck here, I'm stuck for the rest of the pattern. I'm stuck. I want to talk more about 1989 facts at this point. I'll be back. I have to get the picture. I can't help it. We're going to do a reveal. I think it's like a glove. Maybe for a child. Because it don't go on me. If I had used number 10 cotton and the proper hook for a size 10 cotton, this probably would have fit me. But I think this is like a little glove. That's what I think. For a child. Very cute. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get the picture. I'm throwing in the towel. I don't even have any towels to throw in. I'm throwing in the headband. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I was right. It is like little gloves. They're calling them lace mitts, designed by Michelle Linton. Oop, there we go, out of blur or out of focus. And I don't, when it says to skip 5, where did they skip 5? I gotta get my magnifying glass, just a moment. Let's see if we can, where did they skip 5? So sorry about that. Where did they skip 5? I can see it's a row of picot on top of a row of picots. And it almost looks like there's a chain in between each of the picots. And I do not see where 5 were skipped. Do you? Trying to get this close to the lens without it blurring for you. Yeah. She looks like a teenager too. She looks like about 13 years old. So these probably are for like young misses. Yeah, I don't see where 5 were skipped. Okay. So actually what I'm gonna do, just based on what it looks like in the photo, so actually what I'm gonna do, just based on what it looks like in the photo, I'll put the photo right there. Okay, that's my first single crochet. I'm gonna chain 1. I think that needs to stay a single crochet. And in the next stitch over, I don't know, slip stitch, 1, 2, 3. Got this problem where I want to anchor my picots down. I don't like it when my picots are floppy. Nobody likes a floppy picot. Okay, I'm going to chain 1, and in the next stitch over, do that again. I'm going to slip stitch, use my slip stitch as an anchor, 2, 3. Chain 1, and do that again. Boy, I sure wish I quit popping my hook. 3. Chain 1. Feeling a little bit of frustration on this one because I just know I'm not doing it right. Why do the instructions say one thing, you know, and it doesn't look like that at all? Surely do wish I quit popping my hook. I've never been very graceful with the slip stitches. I gotta get over myself. I mean, that looks a little more like what the picture looks like. Just looking at that again. Yeah, focus, focus, focus. There. I don't know. I don't know, but now I'm kind of over it. Now I'm ready to move on, especially because I can't even wear it. I can't even wear it. It's too small for my big old hands. I'm going to make it fit. Hey, kind of fits. Not comfortable, especially in the thumb area. This needs to be made if you want to make these. First of all, this is enough. As far as edging goes, that's enough. Repeat it down at the bottom. This, in my opinion, you can do this right here. Right there, and call it done for the top and the bottom. Right there. Because that looks great just as is. You know, put this on the bottom as well. And just be done with it. And don't worry about the rest. Yeah, very uncomfortable because it's too small. It's literally squeezing the inside of my hand. Right here. Try to open that air. But yeah, number 10, bedspread cotton. And I would say a number 7 or a number 8 hook with the number 10 bedspread cotton. And yeah, it'll fit you if you are an adult woman. So this said one size fits all. I guess if you're a teenager, sure, one size will fit all the teens. Oh. Okay, yep, these are mitts. Here's what it looks like. If you guys are interested, I will go ahead because this is a really cute pattern. Again, I would just stop at this point and repeat these last instructions for the wrist area. That's what I would do. I'll go ahead and make this pattern available. It is really cute. And if you're interested, you can pick it up. If not, no worries. From 1989, yeah, I'll go ahead and put it in the shop. And since this doesn't come with a tutorial, as some of you, my regular customers know, I've got different prices for different patterns. The patterns that come with a dedicated tutorial, I charge $1 more for. So this is not going to get a tutorial charge, just the regular single by itself pattern. So it'll be super affordable if you want to pick it up. And if you do pick it up and you make it and you figure this part out, please email me some pictures and I will put those pictures in the community post so everyone can see the beautiful work you did. And if someone can make this with the number 10 bedspread cotton in either a size 7 or a size 8 vintage steel crochet hook, let me know how it fits. And I'm so excited to announce my nail girl. See, I've been doing my own nails since late last summer, early fall, because she was at the end stages of her pregnancy and she has been on maternity leave for the rest of that year and a little bit into this year. She is back at work, back making nails. I've got 4 sets of nails coming. I'm super excited because I don't want to make my own nails for a little while. So that's cool because I made these. So I always have her shop listed, her Etsy shop listed with a link with a discount code. Now, I'm not affiliated with her. Like she doesn't send me nails so that I can wear them to promote them. And she does not pay me. I earn 0 commissions. I happen to love her attitude, her workmanship, her work. And her prices are extremely reasonable for somebody who does handmade, made to order press-on nails that are reusable because I often use the nails I buy from her up to 3 times. Shop name is Golden 30 Nails. She is back at work. She has got her new little baby. She's a super mom. I learned so much about her. She homeschools. She runs her own business. She's a mom of 2, 1 in diapers. Like, my goodness, she's a superwoman. And she's making beautiful nails. She also does custom nails. So if you don't see something listed, just take a screenshot of some nails you see online that you like and send it to her, message her and see if it's something she's able to do or something that she has the colors for. And if you're looking for colors that she doesn't have listed on her shop, that doesn't mean she doesn't have that color. I know personally, I wanted some sort of orange Julius, orange cream colored nails for summer, and she happened to have the right color. So she sent me some really cute, kind of like orange cream nails. So pretty. So just message her and ask her, do you have this? Do you do that? Also, one more thing, and I'm going to show you on the screen. If you've never bought handmade nails from any online seller before, like somebody on Etsy, they are salon quality nails and they will fit perfectly, but the measuring is the hard part. So what she does to eliminate measuring your nail is she offers a sizing kit, and I highly recommend getting it. The brand of nails that she uses is a nails, which are excellent nails. And because I make my own nails, I have my own right here. These are the Apres Gel X nail extensions. They are gel nail forms. This is what and that's my sizes though. And this is exactly what she uses. And these are excellent. They're not plastic. They're made with a molded gel. They're very soft. They conform to the finger perfectly. If you've got, all of my nails are C-curved except for my index finger. These are flat nail beds. And so I need something that's going to be flexible on the nail bed, but firm on the tip. And that's what Gel X is. Gel X is very flexible on the nail bed, as you can see. And so it makes it easy to deal with the flatbed nails. So, oh, here's some, some samples. I was playing around with some colors. You guys are gonna see this on the channel soon. I just bought this color. It's white underneath. See, I painted it with this color, actually, this sort of pink white. And then I put this really pretty holographic glitter over the top. So pretty. Isn't that pretty? But that's more for springtime. So as spring comes, you guys will see a set of these on me. So super pretty. Oh, and that was me. This was me testing out this color here. How would it look with one coat or with two? Well, you can tell this is dirty. I need to take an alcohol pad. Look at the difference between worn for a week and fresh, never been worn. Look how much pinker it is. Wow. So yeah, she uses this brand of nails, and her sizing kits, she'll send you a card that has every size she has, and you just try on the sizes, and those nails are going to be numbered. Just write down the number that is your size, and you only have to do that once. I highly, highly recommend it. Getting handmade press-ons it's amazing. You can avoid the salon. It's more affordable than the salon, and they are reusable. Look at this. This is with 3 coats of gel color plus 1 coat of clear on top. And man, you're not going to bend that. And whenever you take it off, I use this nail tool here, and I just go in there and scrape off any of the excess glue. Take an alcohol wipe and clean the inside and re-glue it back on. And I reuse them 2-3 times. So yeah, I know this video is all over the place, doesn't it? I mean, what am I doing? Okay, I just wanted to drop a line on her shop because yay, she's back. She reached out to me. I was so excited, and I've got 4 sets of nails coming, and I'll show you guys those whenever they get here. I love you guys lots. I'll see you real soon. Remember, I'm not affiliated with her. I just love her shop, and she's a super mom, and I'm going to push her small business to help her because she's amazing and has amazing customer service. I benefit nothing by you clicking her link. She does offer a discount code, though, if you do. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.